Here's some more of what we use at PC Chess Club. All the chess informants. 121, 20, 22, 23, 223, and these two we covered. I will recover these. The section that we covered from 115 and 119, and I don't bring the whole stack with me, just bring some of the newer, more recent ones. We've got that 116, 117, 118, and then I already showed you guys from 120 go to 23, you go to 24, 25, 26, 27, one of my favorites, 28, and this one of my all-time favorites, 129. It will be forever remembered as the first chess informant that we got from our sponsor, Chess Informant, that was just the Chess Informant. And you guys can get what's in this book, everything on here. You get all of that on a disc or a download, and the download option is there as well. Now you can see, you might think they're competitors, and they might be to a degree, but not completely. They're both there to help you. New in Chess, we have the New in Chess yearbooks, and that's one of our other sponsors. We'll be doing videos on those, and they concentrate on opening surveys. New in Chess yearbooks do. Chess Informant, they're really awesome. They've got openings as well, and we'll take a look here. This is the most recent one, 129, right there, the London system. Now that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Before, when we were out here with the dark, we just had the lights on and we had a flashlight. We didn't have enough light. Now we have too much light. So you can see it covers the London, and you'll get stuff that in the Chess Informant will cover openings. It just won't cover a lot of openings. It's not going to be like New in Chess yearbook. They're going to have a lot of surveys, about 25 to 30. Chess-Based Magazine is probably going to have about 12 or 13. So think of it this way. New in Chess yearbook's going to probably have 24 opening surveys. Chess-Based Magazine is probably going to have a dozen. Chess Informant, well, they're going to cover the openings as well, but they're not going to cover like tons and tons of them. That's not the purpose. The main reason that you get Chess Informant is to go over a lot of these, a lot of annotated games. You play through the whole game and you learn a lot. I mean a lot. You learn a lot. Once you play through the whole game, you kind of see how everything fits together. And we've got this also. We'll be covering the periodical the pros use, Chess Informant, the definitive book, themes and terms, encyclopedia of chess problems. We've got that book, and I'll show you here in a minute. But go back here to where he's going to cover it, and you will be able to see for yourself. Number 3, the London system. There's seemingly a new approach among pro players to study an apparently harmless opening and create their own theory. In fact, they are all following in Magnus Carlsen's footsteps. How to play for an advantage with white? This is a question that keeps puzzling chess professionals. There are different approaches. Some will try to play the most critical and concrete variations, analyzing them for hours with the help of a strong computer. This demands a lot of time and energy both to prepare and to remember all the lines, and there are no guarantees. Your opponent can be equally well versed in the critical variations, in which case the most natural result would be a draw. We have proof of that from several top-level over-the-board and correspondence games. This is the key part, the reason that you get Chess Informant. But there is another approach that is becoming quite trendy: to study a lesser opening, like the London system, to study a lesser opening with the computer, creating your own theory. This has several advantages and may be more suitable for many players. You don't risk entering long, forcing theoretical variations where the game is sometimes decided at home, also known as home preparation, like what they just said. Anybody remember that? What they just said up in here, this second paragraph? Remember? It was right here. Look for it. You see it? You see it? Well, if you missed it, I'll explain it to you. Point it out. It says here, play the most critical and concrete variations, analyzing them for hours with the help of a strong computer. Okay, so you study a lesser opening with the computer, creating your own theory. This has several advantages, maybe more suitable for many players. You don't risk entering, and I'm saying this for a reason, I'm repeating myself for a reason. This is the key part to know. You don't risk entering long, forcing theoretical variations where the game is sometimes decided at home, right? Instead, the idea is to look for a playable position to fight in the middle game. In other words, you don't have to win this straight out of the gate. It's not like a horse race. They won right out of the gate. You won right from the opening. No, you can just head for the middle game, get a playable position, and decide what you're going to do then. Actually, Magnus Carlsen has been playing like this for some time, but now how many more players are following the same idea? And even in the most, what's the key here? Keyword? In the most harmless looking lines. So, we'll get it back here. We don't want to give this away. You guys just buy Big Cat and you can read this and you can see. Rafael Leitão, born 1979, from the country of Brazil, rating 2616, peak rating 2652. Grandmaster title since 1998. And he says, in my youth, you guys can see that right there for yourself. See? In my youth, I always saw the London system as an innocuous opening. It means a kind of an iffy opening, not really sure if you can really get anything out of it. He saw it as that, played only by those who wanted a draw. Little did I know, now this mode of development is a weapon in the hands of such dynamic fighters as Carlsen, Kramnik, Nisipianu, Ray Robson, and many others. In this article, we are going to investigate some recent developments in this variation and try to understand why the London is so popular now. And here is a picture of Nisipianu. You can see right there's the name. So, chapter 1 will be the classical setup, London D02, and here is none other than Ray Robson playing London. Yeah, we had so little light, now we have so much. I'm not going to give you the game. You get the Chess Informant, Big Cat 129, and you can see the game annotated by Grandmaster Rafael Leitão, and that's in chapter 1. That's the classical setup. Chapter 2, without e6, black can try to accelerate the game and play without it, and this leads to certain kinds of positions. Won't tell you, spoiler alert, whether it's quiet or sharp, but chime in on the comments below if you think it leads to quiet positions or you think it leads to sharp positions. We'd love to hear your comments in the video below. Chapter 3. Oh, he's really giving you a lot here, Lateo is the fianchetto approach. And there's a picture of Gata-Kamsky. There. Anybody see that? See a picture of Gata? Okay. This is another classical approach to the London system. I must admit that it loses some of its charm in this version, since some of the resulting positions are a little... You have 3 choices: treacherous, dull, or quickly decided by an endgame. So leave your comments in the video below if you think that's it: treacherous, dull, or a little exciting leading to the endgame. Still, it has been used regularly by Gata-Kamsky with moderate success. Let's take a look at some of his recent examples. And oh boy, are you getting the bargain here. This is just, I'll tell you, this is just incredible. What you get in chess informant, it is absolutely incredible. I would say for those club players out there that really want to learn the London system, you want to use it in your games, then check out this article by Grandmaster Rafael Lateo. Here is British Chess Championships Nicholas Pert. There you go. You can see his name right there. Now, and that right there, just to get all the annotations, the notes, the comments, all the text explanations, you know, that right there is just like what they say, worth the price of admission. There's so much good stuff in here that almost any one of these by themselves would be worth just the price of the informant. I mean, think about if you're going to play the London, say you went out and you got you a book on the London and you went through your computer database, looked up some London games. What better way than to have a grandmaster like Rafael Lateo, a brilliant grandmaster, walk you through in 1, 2, 3 chapters. Now, would you rather just have it explained simply as 1, 2, and 3? 3 options, 3 ways to play this, only 3 things to really focus on right now? Or would you rather be having to read through, say, one of these? Is it? Would you rather be having to go through here, through the ECOs? That's 4th edition, and we'll show you here in a second. Let me pull it up from A48, London. Now imagine trying to go through all of this. I think I'll pass. I'll be like, Raphael, sign me up. Where's it at? It's in the chess informant. I'll take it. I'll take it. And you got to go through all of that. 119 footnotes, 20 lines. Oh, thanks, but no thanks. Especially if you don't have the time to really sit there and put into all that, or if you've got other stuff you'd like to do. Not good. Not good at all. So that's one option. And then D2 is another one. Comes another version of the London. And I'll show you here in a second. You can see how much theory there is on that. If you go the other route, there's 10 lines, 58 footnotes. Oh my goodness. That is a lot to know and a lot to have to study. So for all the club players out there thinking, should I get Chess Informant? Absolutely. It can improve your game. It could help your rating. It could help really boost your rating a lot. You learn the stuff that's in here, all the principles, concepts, ideas. Oh man, you're gonna win so many games. You're gonna draw so many games. Think of all those games where maybe you lost and you said, I knew I had the draw. I knew I had that draw. That game should have been a draw. Well, with Chess Informant, you're going to be able to get more draws. In games that you played and they were just a draw, you're going to be able to come back and say, oh, I should have had that game won. I had that game. I so had that game. Well, start with this. You don't have to go back and order every single back issue on Chess Informant. You can go back and order back issues if you'd like to get those. Yeah. So like for instance, let's mark this here for a second. Say for instance that we're covering something at PC Chess Club in one of our videos and it's something from 119. Just go to chessinformant.org, go to their website, order this. Number 119, if we cover something in 115, just go back, order 115. You could follow along at home. And then you could go and you could take this and you can write, you can make little notes, get you a journal, a notepad, make your notes in ChessBase or Chess Assistant, something like that. Yeah, we'll be using these a lot, so you will need to get a copy of Chess Informant if you really want to get the most out of it and you want to follow along. Because in a lot of this, we're not going to tell you the moves. We'll explain stuff, but you'll get your copy of Chess Informant and then you can follow along at home. Yeah, and then you'll have it forever. You can use it. You can come back and look back at it. Like here on this London system. You go through and you look over examples of the classical setup. Then you look at the second option without it. Then you look at a third option, the fianchetto option. Okay, so you can look at this, and an example would be where he shows a position and says a typical position for this system. Both players have an extremely solid position. A long battle lies ahead. But is this really worse than playing the main lines of the other defense? Now, what is that other defense? Is that King's Indian or is that Grunfeld? Well, once you get your copy of Chess Informant 129, you turn to page 111 and you'll see what the answer is. And when they say a long battle lies ahead, it's either a tactical battle or a positional battle. Not so fast, my friend. We can't give away everything. I'll just give you a little sneak peek, a preview of things to come. But when you get your copy of Chess Informant 129, Big Cat, you'll be able to follow along and you'll find out what that secret is. Aha, so there is a secret in there. It's either a long tactical battle or positional battle, but when you get it, you'll find out. And then you'll have an edge on your opponents. Because say your opponent thinks, oh, it's a long positional battle ahead. So they start preparing thinking, oh, it's a long positional battle. I'll just play this positionally. And actually, it's a long tactical battle. So, they're making moves that are more positional moves when it should be tactical moves. Or, what if the answer is really positional? And they're saying, I'll just play this thing tactically. That's what I'll do. It's going to be a long tactical battle. So I'll just play it tactically. Then actually it might be positional. Uh-oh. And you play both types of positions differently. You play tactical chess one way. You play positional chess the other way. Yep. And it's often been said in chess that you use tactics when you see opportunities and you play positionally when there are no opportunities yet. You build your position little by little. Now here's the key. Zoom in, we can show you this part. Okay, the not so harmless London system. Aha. Aha, you say, oh, I gotta go to chess informant. I've gotta have that. Well, you're gonna be just like this person, possibly, like Wesley So. Does it mean you're gonna be as high rated as Wesley So? Maybe not, but you're gonna be like Wesley So in the sense that you too are gonna be very knowledgeable and you are gonna be on top of your game.